What is happening, everybody? This is RPG here, and welcome to another episode of the 4DS Audio Podcast. And joining me for this episode, we have...
Carlio, who is kind of mad right now, but he won't fix anything, don't worry.
TheBadGamer.
And a Mega Mario.
Glad to have you guys back. So, how are you all doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
And I know that Carlio seems pretty pissed right now.
Yeah.
I am pissed at my phone.
He said it's
yes, it was told. They told us about that. Because of that.
And, how are you doing, TheBadGamer?
I've been doing fine. I finally get to play Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Thank you to a certain person.
I wish I had the funds on me right now so I can play it.
Yeah, it's really fun, and when you get the funds... I would like
to... so we can play online.
Yes. It's fun, and it's even for single player, and I do recommend to, if you get the funds and you like Castlevania, buy it.
Awesome.
Feel the power of religion!
Religion!
And, Omega, how are you doing?
Not too bad. So I was going to pre-order Forza 4 off some website, until Game decided to be, I don't know, teasing, and recommended this limited edition to me. Of course, being a Forza Motorsport fan, I've had my copy of Forza 3 since 2009, which is a first really. I've never had a game last me 2 years. Well, this limited edition gives you 40 odd cars. So, I guess I'm going to have to buy that.
Ah, I see. So, they kind of alienated you from your original purchase, and they want you to get the limited edition. Is that right?
Yeah, but I don't mind because, like I said, I'm a Forza Motorsport fan.
Oh.
But I'm angry about one thing. EA, where's our darn Porsches?
What's a Porsche?
And do you know what, EA? Because of that, I am not buying Shift 2 Unleashed. I am not buying Need for Speed to Run. Thank you, EA, but you've just lost a customer for your racing games.
Yep, it sucks to be you, EA. I mean, it's really honorable that you have good intentions on wanting to do really well for the Wii U, but, you know, since you're not giving us Need for Speed, the Shift 2, or the Run at this point, or whatever it is that Omega is going by with his standards, you have lost.
No, they're saying that Forza Motorsport 4 cannot have Porsches because of the sub-licensing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, way to go, EA. Way to go. But anyway...
Even though Forza 3 had Porsches.
Yeah, but anyway, for those of you who are joining the first time, the 4DS Audio Podcast, we are a weekly audio podcast where we talk about the big release, retro gems, the big highlight. Well, we talk about that first. Then we go to the execution, and then we go to the VG Playground to talk about the games that we are currently playing this week. So it's going to be another jam-packed show for you today. So let's get this gravy train rolling here by talking about the big highlight. The big highlight!
Gravy train. Really?
Yes.
That's all aboard the gravy train! Whoop, whoop!
So,
we got a train full of gravy here! Woohoo!
Alright,
Okay.
so slow.
But
Big
anyway,
highlight intro. 3, 2, 1. Yay!
Hooray!
Hooray!
yeah. But anyway, guys, the big highlight for this week is that there has been a lot of newer things that came in for Super Mario 3D Land.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh, yes. A big...
yeah.
holiday
Or
season.
as Mario would be like, Yahoo!
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 It's a me, Mario, ready to go beat Bowser to a bloody pulp like always. Even though there's no blood involved in the Mario games.
Nope.
Not yet, anyway.
The new things that they've shown this week are a new story trailer, which, like any Mario game, needs a story, but there has to be some sort of plot involved somewhere.
Yeah, if you can call it plot that also.
And then
it's more like a note.
Yeah, they also had a reveal trailer what most of the game is going to be like, and then they also announced a brand new suit or a new power up that Mario can use called the Boomerang suit, which is the opposite of the Hammer Bro suit, but in the Hammer Bro family, regardless. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the story trailer at first. Let's see, Omega. Why don't you give us your 2 cents about the story trailer?
I think this has to be the most funniest Mario game I've seen. Tanuki suits everywhere. Seriously? I thought, honestly,
Tanuki
the moment
suits.
I saw the trailer, I just was in fits. Seriously. Giving every single thing a Tanuki kind of power up. It's just... It's just
silly.
crazy, but we all know what the stories in Mario's like. It's like Mario goes to see Princess Peach. It's like, help me, Mario. Then Bowser comes along, kidnapped her. Yeah, you get the idea.
He's like, I'm going to steal all of your Tanuki suit and all of your Peach.
Yeah, I mean, with
I'm in
Mario,
your base, stealing
the
your
Mario
leaves.
games, they're always generic. Mario going to save a princess, but sometimes they usually add plot twists, like Princess Peach's birthday in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and now a bunch of leaves being scattered out of a tree, that holds the Tanuki suits inside those leaves, and then Bowser kidnapping the princess and during that time. So yeah, there's like always something within the Mario games where they're just going to add some sort of plot twist in there.
Yeah, it's still the same of Mario goes saves Princess, and you get the message of,
sorry, Mario, our princess is in another castle.
I'm going to blow you up, Toad. I'm sure that's what's on through Mario's mind. He's like, where's the princess?
But the princess is in another castle.
He's not here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He just blows him away.
For me, it's like I'm always it's a really weird relationship between Mario and Bowser and Peach. Just like I'm kidnapping her, and then the next day, let's go karting, Bowser. Oh, fine.
Yeah, it's one of those.
How about some tennis? Old pal?
Oh, yikes.
How about some volleyball? Or what about hockey? Or why not basketball? Why not play everything?
I know, the Olympics is coming up soon. Let's go and get Sonic here.
I'll go give Sonic a call. Screw platforming games. We're gonna go to the Olympics.
Yes. I remember Bowser called Eggman. I still have a beef with
Hey,
him.
a Sonic buddy. You know that rival we had in the 90s?
Yeah.
You want to be ignited for the Olympics?
Yeah, bring it on.
Yup.
And for Mario's like, I need to talk to Eggman because I still need to argue about that mustache. I still believe I have a better one than he.
Bad Gamer, did you have any thoughts on the story trailer?
Story?
What
story? It's a Mario game. The story is Bowser kidnapped Peach, and he did something else to screw you over.
Carlio, any thoughts from you?
Well, the same thing. It's Mario versus Bowser versus apparently his clan of Tanuki suits wearing bowl something. Basically, yeah, like everybody. But again, Tanuki suits everywhere, and eventually, there's like a comic I read that basically like makes fun of it. Like, so that means I can fly again, right? So, nope, you can only glide, Mario.
Nope. Oh, well, shucks.
Well, Nintendo kind of misses the point then. It's like, well, if you're not going to make him fly, have you already forgotten what made the Tanuki suit so special? Like, turn into a stone statue, being able to fly, being able to sweep everybody with your tail, like, that kind of stuff. But nope, only glide and,
Well, that's
looking
because
cool.
Because you need the possession meter, the P meter. need to be taken over.
It actually would have been cool if they did something, with the if they actually did incorporate the flying, but more in like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up perspective.
Yeah, and also this. By the way, the P-wing does not actually work as a flying thing anymore. Well, technically, it now works as a.
No, it's a super god.
Not only that, but it takes you directly to the pole in the level and just finishes directly. That's not.
It's pretty much the Super Kong from Donkey Kong Country Returns making its return to Super Mario 3D Land just to mock you.
Yeah, but the thing is, the P-wing. Well, yeah, but it takes directly to the pole. It doesn't even show you how you sold it. Just directly there. And I know that's pretty much what the P-wing did anyway. But still, it was kind of fun just flying over everything.
I only used the P-wing like 2 times in the third game.
Yeah, but still.
I only used it in levels I really, really hated. If I died like 5 times, I was like, no, stuff it, I'm using the P-wing.
Yeah, I pretty much used the P-wing for the Sky World.
Sky World. They hate world.
I used it in the second world, but only because when you had that angry sun after you, I had such a hard time when I was younger, so I just took a P-wing.
Yeah, the angry sun. I forgot about that.
Often when he was in one of those worlds, that would be the time when I used the P-wing.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the story trailer, in my eyes, I mean, like I said, who needs a story in a Mario game, to be all that complicated? I mean, the stories are pretty simple. I mean, this one's no different, but at least it does have indication where the story is going and what it involves, with the Tanuki suits and all that, from that tree where the leaves get blown out of the tree when a big, huge storm comes up, and then the tree is all naked, like it's the fall and whatever, and now Bowser is using the Tanuki leaves for his army to use against Mario. So, yeah, it's pretty much simplistic plot stuff right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the next thing that they showed was the reveal trailer. We pretty much got a glimpse of what most of the game's going to be like. I mean, sure, we've been seeing some of that stuff since E3 2011, but we actually get to see more of it in this trailer. So, your guys' thoughts on it?
I don't have anything to say. It's Mario. It's a Mario game.
Yeah. It's a
Nah,
it looks
really?
Yeah.
It's a Sonic game. Sheesh.
Yeah,
but like BadGamer says, it's like this same old stuff. It's like Super Mario Galaxy in 3D. Like you apparently have Flip Switch Galaxy back, which is, I suppose, is kind of fun. You have the
the Zelda perspective level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You apparently also have like what's it called? I suppose it's either a cannon or binoculars. I'm not really sure.
It's a cannon.
It's a cannon, alright. So, yeah, we have the cannon back. Well, it's the same. It's like. Yeah.
It's like going back to the Super Mario Brothers formula, but incorporating the 3D feeling to make it a bit more simplistic.
Yeah, it's Super Mario Land. It's Super Mario Land blended together with.
Super Mario 64 or Galaxy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what my thought is of the games. I mean, sure, most of the games are pretty much the same, but at least they have one thing that most games don't have these days. And some games do, but most of them don't have it, and that is quality.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I like about the Mario series that maintains, that is maintained with every one of the games to this day is quality and love in, making the games.
Yeah, except for a pair of them. Mario is missing and Mario's Time Machine.
Let's not forget Hotel.
And Mario Hotel. Nope.
Yeah.
No.
But we get games that are not. But those types of games that are not made by Miyamoto, they can just pretty much go down the toilet.
You know what they say? You can't toast without the toaster.
Right.
Right, okay. I was just going to say, if you stick him down a toilet, poor Mario might have to plunger him to get him down there.
In the bathroom, as NCS would say.
No, wait, my bad.
Yeah.
All toasters toasts.
Let's move on. This is getting crazy.
Okay, and the other thing that they revealed was the new suit called the Boomerang Bro suit.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the Hammer suit is making a return, but you actually get to use a Boomerang Brother this time.
Oh my god, I'm going to have so much enjoyment from that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All those stupid Boomerang Bros are finally getting what they earn. Jesus Christ.
That still brings me bad memories. I'm like, jump, right, kill you, Boomerang, bro. Oh, crud! The Boomerang's coming back. Doop. Ah.
Yeah, it's just the Boomerang Bros don't scare me that much, but it's the Hammer Bros that do because they're so unpredictable in the first Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, I ran right past them like nothing on World 8-3. That's just how pro I am.
Yeah, but
Well, you pretty much had Mario powered up. That's what it is.
No.
You didn't have...
No, I actually got hit earlier in the stage and just ran past the small Mario like, screw you!
Yeah. But it's good to... it's good to know that something that people like from Super Mario Brothers 3, even though it may not make a return, it might since, since Nintendo is considering putting in a lot of suits from past games into Super Mario 3D Land. But, something that people actually wanted to try out for once, was making an appearance in this game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
I mean, of course, you had the Fire Bros. Basically, it's the same thing as the Fire Flowers, and then you had the Hammer Bro suit, which was pretty much like the Fire Flower suit, but you only shot hammers.
Mm-hmm.
In a more arcing. And...
Yeah, the more arcing style, and then you have the Boomerang suits where they're pretty much going to be projectile weapons that just come back at you. I mean, it's kind of like the power up that you get from Boomerang, Kuwanger, and Mega Man X.
Yeah. One of my favorite.
Yeah, that should.
It's also kind of like the wrench in Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yes, that is a good observation there
Okay, then
too.
pretty
I
much
forgot
any
about
weapon
that.
that comes back to you.
But I'm liking where this game is going so far, and I think most of us are too. And
if it actually is bad, then we all know whose fault it is. Miyamoto!
yeah, but the more I'm seeing this game, the more I'm being less convinced that the Koopalings aren't going to return after IGN was completely ignorant in their post when they were at the developers roundtable when they were seeing more footage of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I was like, you guys.
Well, for me, IGN has never really been the brightest bunch in the
Well,
the sharpest tool in the toolbox.
yeah,
if you ask
not
me.
all of them are the sharpest tools in the drawer, but
they're
Yeah.
still smarter than game trailers.
Sometimes I wonder actually. They
We have to-
made some really stupid reasons to why they gave certain. All I can say, I poke at this and I point at the same place. The review of Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. That one has made me really angry at them because for their reasons. I'm not gonna say much because just go look it up yourself, guys.
Yep. And before
yeah,
we go,
they're grammars by heart.
yeah, and before we go way too much off topic, maybe we should round off this fun subject.
By saying that Super Mario 3D Land's out in November on 3DS.
For everybody.
Yep.
And all.
And that's not only for Japan.
Yes, and it definitely should be a good holiday seller for people who are wanting a 3DS, like Carlio,
Yep.
and of course Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart 3DS, as Omega's still calling it.
Or
by.
Mario
I'm
Kart
calling
9
it Mario
is
Kart
that-
7 from now on. I know I've said I'm not going to, but I know
We broke it!
We did it!
No, you haven't broke me actually. I was saying this to Double R before we recorded. I have
I know.
a big theory as to why they've gone back to 7.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because Super Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Super Circuit Double Dash, DS, Wii, 7. They're going to call the Wii U not Mario Kart Wii U. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a good possibility from what
Better,
he's
no.
saying
They
right
better
there.
don't. Seriously, the
Yeah,
Wii U is
very, very observant.
a terrible name. Seriously. Well, not a terrible name, but it could have been better.
Yeah, but if there are some more things about Super Mario 3D Land, then we will report on that in this podcast. Maybe as a little snippet or something in future episodes before the game release. But we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, it's time for us to get on to our next segment, and that is Retro Gems.
Retro Gems.
Retro Gems.
Going back to the... It's a blast to the past!
We are talking about Resident Evil
4 or 3 or whatever.
Or Biohazard.
0, or The Dark Side Chronicles, or Operation Raccoon City.
Hey, I think the audience gets the point,
No, they don't.
Yeah, but pretty much, we're talking about the series Resident Evil, one of probably Shinji Mikami's breakthrough game that made him very famous to this day. So, let's see, who do we want to start first? Carlio, what were your big highlights and big disappointments in the Resident Evil franchise?
Oh, here we go again with the franchise I really haven't played. With that said, I have probably more knowledge to this series than I have to, what was the last thing we did again? I don't remember.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, I probably have more connection to this than to Metal Gear because, well, somewhat at least, because, I've been watching retrospectives of the series, and from what I understood, from people who actually play the series and what they think of it. For example, I'm going to go with a reviewer, a fun half reviewer called Ben Yahtzee Kroshaw, who says that the game's pretty much that the games really only became fun to Resident Evil 4 when they just didn't really care anymore and just said, well, we don't take this seriously anymore. Here's Midget Napoleon and a lot of Spanish guys who apparently are the living dead now. And I mean, it looks fun. I mean, I can agree with him that Resident Evil 4 looks much more fun than the three first games because, well, first it's a top-down shooter and with a fixed camera. Same with the second one, right? I think.
Well, for the action perspective, yes, but for the nostalgia value with how the series defined itself, then that's possibly a no right there.
Yes, probably. And with that said, I know some characters like Leon is apparently a badass who can take any whining from a little girl. He can take everything. Like the girls can kidnap like Leon, and oh fuck, oh damn it, not again. You happy now? Yay, Leon! Oh, and then
caused me to swear so much.
we have the Midget Napoleon again, Salazar, I think his name was, right?
Salazar, yes.
Midget Napoleon, yes, looks like an American little friend is here again. I don't remember his accent, sorry. But we have...
I've sent my right-hand man to dispose of you. Your right hand comes off. Say what you like!
Such a deadpan delivery. And also we have, Chris Redfield, which is everyone's favorite... Apparently he is everyone's favorite Resident Evil character, because he's such a badass, too.
Yep. Leon for me.
Same here.
And then Leon.
I see Leon as the Chuck Norris of the franchise.
And then we also have Wesker.
Chris Redfield, Resident Evil 1. I didn't like him because of his voice actor. Resident Evil 5.
He's a better voice actor in the remake.
Oh yeah, but I mean like the original Resident Evil 1 I didn't like.
Well, the guy who voices Chris Redfield in the original version was actually the same guy who voiced Richter Belmont in Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I liked... Yeah, don't get me wrong, I did like Richter Belmont in Die, monster! You are not from this world. Like...
What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets!
We should totally recreate that, by the way. What is...
Yeah.
Oh, it was not by my hand, that my...
Any of the games that kind of stood out for you, or ones that disappointed you, Carlio?
No, not really. I
No.
think. I mean,
No.
the first really Resident Evil game I think was like the Resident Evil 5 demo, and I got up to the point where the machine with the his face the thing over his head. No, not Sheva. The what it's called? The buzzsaw wielding mofo.
Oh, when you're inside that vehicle and you're using the Gatling gun.
No. In the demo, you go up to a locked door and you're like, oh, we can open this, whatever. And then you said, rum, rum. What the crap is that? And just a machine, just a buzzsaw wheeling guy just come roar. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
What I called him is the Resi 5 Dr. Salvador wannabe.
Yeah. Or Mr.
Yeah.
Killjoy, apparently, because he destroyed every fun I had with him. So that's my like, no, don't kill me. Zoom. Oh, I'm not playing this demo again. I'm sorry. How the hell am I supposed to kill him?
Okay. Let's see.
But it's still a fun.
Bad Gamer?
For me, it's my favorite, as I had to admit, is 4, and it's also the first one that got me into the series. And as many games that I often get into tend to be my favorite, although sometimes it happens something else. But this is my favorite. For me it was still scary, even though many people say it's not. But I
tend to disagree with them.
same do I. There's still some parts that even today I'm scared. When you have those camouflaging bugs, in that one small level in the sewer. Typically.
Yes, I forgot about those.
Yes, those still scare me. Scares me.
Oh yeah, no
I'll tell
kidding.
you what it is for me, scariest moment, the dogs smashing through the window in Resident Evil 1.
Oh yes.
Well, that is for many the scariest moment but since I already knew about that, I was.
Oh, it's because you're like walking through the corridor, go, oh, this corridor's not so bad.
Oh, the scariest part for me from the first game was when you're inside the basement and you're trying to go up those, when you're about to open that door to go up the stairs, but you see the zombie in the first person's perspective coming down the stairs, and he opens the door for you, and then you hear that you hear that scary music playing when he's trying to open the door, and it's like, no, just stay out. I mean, just stay out, please. Don't come in.
I can open it myself.
Yeah.
Don't play.
No.
You know what? I will
That's
take
why I
another way
love
out.
Resident Evil. That's why I love Resident Evil 4 and 5, because you could just kick the door
Yeah,
open.
much.
Yeah.
Police.
But you also said that Resident Evil 4 was the one that you tend to dislike too, Bad Gamer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's a love and hate relationship, and most because it's also a giant escort mission.
When
Yeah.
you have the president's daughter with you
although
most of the time.
I mean, yes, I do agree. She tend to follow the orders I gave her, but she tend to follow them too well. The thing is, the thing that's always baffled me: why don't you run away when they are getting close to you? Run
Nope,
to
she's just
me! Don't stand there. It's like, Leon, help me! It's like,
Or at
No!
least push them down so that way they can be a bit incapacitated when they're down on the floor
Yeah,
before they get back up again.
yeah, or when they pick up, I don't know, hit them in the head. I mean, or do something. Don't just scream for me and
Kick them in the crotch. They should go down.
yes, kick them in the crotch. Damn it! Yes, but and then it's that part when you play as her when you play only her, and it's like you can't do anything.
Yes, you can. You can throw flammable stuff at them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
man,
that's
but
true.
it's still hard. I mean,
But there's also that part where you have to avoid those knights coming after you, and there's some of those knights that actually stand as statues and they try to chop you with their axes, and then you have to press the button at the right time for her to fall back.
Oh yeah,
Quick
back down
time
on-
events. Quick time events.
Yeah.
Quick time events everywhere.
Quick
Uh,
time
that-
events, when you see her get back up, you can actually see up her skirt during that segment. It's like, oh, come on, Mikami.
You pervert.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. I mean, no.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't actually feel the quick time events to be that awful.
Yeah, they're not as awful as...
Although I don't feel the other 4 is awful either. But hey, that's just me. There's another thing that. It's another thing that. If I have to ask, I said that the quick time events are better in God of War than in Resident Evil, because in God of War it feels like you actually, when you rip someone's head off, you mash the circle button. It's like, yeah, I'm ripping it off.
Yeah.
Here's just
I gotta agree with that, yeah.
here it's just like, oh, press B to run fast, or A, and that's basically it. You don't do anything. Then it's just quick reactions, A, B, or R.
With that said, suplex.
Yes.
Just shoot him in the
Suplexing.
knees and then give him a good old suplex.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Okay, Omega?
Let me think. Well, I'm more of a Mercenaries fan, but I think the biggest one I liked was the Mercenaries in 5. But 5 as well is my favourite one,
Ah, see.
because of Roger Craig Smith as Chris. Yeah. Best portrayal of Chris ever, in my opinion. The remake won a close second, and then the one from the original. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
But when it comes to how, I mean, 4 was okay. I'm so tempted to buy it on Xbox Live, but I just don't have the money at the moment. But if you think about it, some of them are different. Like, I have different reactions to different Resident Evils. Like, if you think about it, Outbreak I didn't like so much. Gun Survivor was... I liked that more than Outbreak. And I liked Dead Aim quite a lot out of that little series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was the 4th Gun Survivor game. There wasn't a 3rd Resident Evil Gun Survivor, because the 3rd one was actually more based on Dino Crisis. It was called Dino Stalker.
Yeah, so I don't know why they call that the 4th one, but whatever.
Or, no, they called that the 3rd one, but yeah, I don't know why they didn't call Dead Aim the 3rd one.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Dead Aim, they done series for better third-person control of the main character,
Uh-huh.
and then when you want to pop a cap in a zombie's brain, it goes to first person, so you can just go pow, pow, pow. And I do like the way that you could, I think it was press a button on the gun and you can turn it to the zombie attacking you. I mean, that's pretty good as well. I did like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I did play Resident Evil 1 on the DS. Not a bad remake, really. Well, not a bad port, but yeah.
Deadly Silence, huh?
Yeah, not a bad port for me.
Oh yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I really liked the new puzzles that you had in the, I guess it was called the Rebirth mode.
Yeah,
And even those knife against the zombies and the undead that came out.
and that was a pretty neat touch.
Uh-huh.
It's to kill critical hits. Yeah, that's what I love.
Oh, that was awesome. Okay, well, for me, I'm pretty much a big adamant fan of the Resident Evil series, as I am of the Metal Gear series, and The Legend of Zelda, of course. And let's see, the first game, I thought it was a pretty interesting game, you know, for a start, but I tend to, I mean, that game is not considered my all-time favorite in the original formula,
Well, Resident
as
Evil,
the second one
Resident
pretty much.
Evil 1's the most cheesiest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the most
First
cheap
I got to you,
because of the
Jill,
bad
I thought you
voice
would have
acting.
been a Jill sandwich.
Yeah, it has bad voice acting, and it's just English in that game is just so fun to make, and some of that English has become internet memes like Jill sandwiches and
Master of Unlocking.
Master of Unlocking and all that good.
Jill, take this key. You will be known.
Maybe you, Master of Unlocking, has some use for it.
Well, the reason why I did not like Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, as much as the second one, well, I like the second one more. But the first one as much as the second one was because the scenarios in the game, they're pretty much carbon copies. Because whenever you play the same thing, whereas Resident Evil 2, when you play as Leon and Claire, you have different routes to take, and there's different alterations to the story. That's what I like about the game and scenarios, and there's a bit more replay value that was to be had in that game more than the first one. And Resident Evil 3, it was one that was more action-oriented, and it's not my favorite, but I'd say it's probably my second favorite in the original trilogy. And I mean, the whole thing with Nemesis coming after you, that's one of those things where it makes you go, oh god, I gotta get out of here. But
That was another character in the Resi series that nearly made me
it's gonna make everybody swear a load when you're fighting against Nemesis or trying to run away from him, because he'll not stop chasing after you, and he's pretty hard to kill. But he can't regardless.
He's like the worst stalker you could ever have.
Oh, no kidding. He's like
Yeah.
he's like a serial killer that's just constantly trying to stalk you. I mean, if you want to get an example, play Clock Tower. You'll know what I'm talking about. And Resident Evil Code Veronica, it's another really great gem. That's why I like that game, is because it's what?
Also available for download on Xbox Live if you haven't played it, and if you haven't, then what the heck?
Yeah, what the heck? But the reason why I like that game a lot more, the reason why I like that game was because it was probably the first game in the RE series to be more story developed. And even though the story was pretty linear, where you play, two different characters, it made you, feel, for the overall plot, as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, they were well developed. The seriousness was just on the roof. I mean, and even the survival horror was even a lot more tougher this time around, because there were certain traps that could actually kill you if you fought against some of the bosses. Like if you fought against the Tyrant when you're trying to escape from the island about to blow up for the first time, if he tries to push you back into the fire, then you're screwed. Or if you fought him on the plane and he pushes you off the plane, then you're pretty much there's more that is to be had with the survival horror elements in the survival and the overall aspect of things.
Tell you what the funniest part was, though.
What?
There's one bit where Claire trips up in a graveyard. Like,
Oh,
she gets like a gun. You could easily, well, I know Claire is a badass as well, so that means she could just get up and kick him.
oh yes.
Kick him off her, and then.
Well, they
stab him
pretty much
with a
didn't
knife.
make them action oriented until Resident Evil 4. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the remake of Resident Evil 1. I actually prefer it more than the original, believe it or not, because it revises the story a bit line of the canon, or the canon series.
For me, it's just a quick ad. For me, I also like it compared
Yes,
to the original, the remake. But that was because the
I couldn't
atmosphere
personally
was
agree
so
more. Or you
much
can get it for the Wii
darker.
with the Resident Evil
Yeah,
Archive
that's
series,
one I need
where
to
they
get for my GameCube.
remakes of both 1 and 0 on the Wii.
I have it. I have the.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
I have the.
And
arcade of the first
Resident
one.
Evil 0,
It's
it was the first
good.
time where you had 2 players, well, mostly the other is an controlled character, but a lot more smarter than Resident Evil 5, I might say. Yeah. It was, but it was a bit easier than the Resident Evil 1 remake, but it was still a pretty good game regardless. I mean, I liked the Marine Bill Cohen. I wish he was in more Resident Evil games, and I thought, I thought his character was kind of a really good one at that for for a survival horror series. Even though he doesn't get that much limelight or that much that much light in the series nowadays. Hopefully he may make a return, but who knows. But it's the first time in the series that we actually got to see more development for Rebecca Chambers, believe it or not. And I know a lot of people actually want to see her in more games because she doesn't tend to get a lot of love these days.
Yeah.
In the spotlight. And then Resident Evil...
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, what's her unlockable costume in Resident Evil Mercenaries? Oh, let me think. A nurse's outfit. Seriously?
I like Jill's Resident Evil 3 outfit more, so...
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Resident Evil 4, I considered like that, too. I mean, sure, it may have been the turning point in where the series started to deviate from its original formula, but at least it still kept in the survival horror elements, which made the Resident Evil series an icon for what it is, was the survival horror aspect. Because even though it was action-oriented, I felt there were times that, there were times in the game where I felt scared and being alone because, you mostly ended up being alone as Leon and you're fighting against all these hordes of BOWs and, people with the plagas within them. It's just, it made you feel like, oh, I want to get out of this place. Why am I so scared? But at least there were no zombies in that and all that.
Well.
But yes, it was still a scary game, but the ones that really made me had to crap my pants almost was were the guys with the big, huge Wolverine claws.
Yeah, the first time it was like, oh my god!
Yeah, I felt that was probably the closest to the original Evil in terms of the scare factor, in terms of, the scariness and the horror and whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that and with the, with all those ganados or whatever, with those parasites coming out of their heads after they're decapitated. I thought that was pretty scary too.
No, they're renegades.
Them ones with the claws. me and Viper Fox.
Oh, the regenerators. Yeah, I forgot about
we hated them.
Oh my god, I at one point almost cried because I just heard I was like, no, not another one.
Yeah. But if you didn't have the infrared scope, then you're pretty much boned.
Oh, I was lucky enough to find it.
But you couldn't even get in the first place. That's the ironic thing.
The first one you met, you did not have it because you got that one when you met the second one. If you did it right or wrong or want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when I first met one, I just like. What is that?
But for the point to where Resident Evil got really bad for me was Resident Evil 5. And I will summarize it with a few points of what made Resident Evil 5 so bad in my book. The survival horror was not there. The AI was bad for your, computer-controlled character.
Yeah, and you sucked.
The story was awful. The newer characters were boring. And it's just that it was an overall shorter game. I hate it with a passion. I really do. I mean, I could go on a lot about Resident Evil 5 being the black sheep, but I don't even need to.
There's only one good I found with the Resident Evil 5, and that was the DLC when you played as Chris and Jill. That DLC.
Nightmares, yeah. That is what I consider Resident Evil 5 done right.
That is what Resident Evil should be. It was scary. Me and a friend of mine, we played it, and it was really scary.
Yeah, the big axe guys or the big hook guys, they scared me. They scared me a lot more than the enemies in the in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, and tell you what I hated about Resident Evil 5.
What?
Dead by Versus that was already on the disc. Yeah, Capcom, you tight wadding.
Yeah, no kidding. But for the spin-offs, I didn't really care for them that much. I mean, I played some of them. I thought they were okay, and some of them were just kind of meh. And that Resident Evil, it's still a series that could possibly still have a strong leg. Release of Operation Raccoon City, but I highly doubt it. But with Revelations, I highly see it being a return to form. considering what we have seen from most of the trailers and stuff that they shown so far, especially with the Tokyo Game Show and the gameplay footage and stuff, but we'll have to see. And there's also that possibility that Resident Evil 6 is going to be coming out sometime soon, since people over at the Tokyo got that behind closed doors screening of the game.
I'm just afraid that Resident Evil 6 is not gonna be scary,
Well, we don't know yet until we see it.
Yeah, but
Don't forget that we've got Revelations next year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they should. That one actually
January for you guys, but February for us.
Yeah, but that one actually looks scary.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
From what I've seen, it really looks scary.
And the girl in the trailer gets the award for the biggest cleavage in Capcom ever.
Okay, guys, to conclude on Retro Gems, Resident Evil, it was a pretty it was a pretty good start. I mean, it's still a strong series, a popular series that Mikami has created, but it's kind of in a bad leg right now. But hopefully there is going to be some redemption with Revelations and 6, but we'll just have to see on 6. But for Revelations, it definitely seems like it.
Yep.
Okay, guys, it's time for us to go to our next segment, the big release.
The big release.
Yay.
Big releases.
Or big.
Go,
yeah.
Go sound effects.
Yes. Cue the sound effects, please. Yeah, I already did. But yes, the big release this week. Well, even though Europe hasn't even gotten it, but it has been getting a lot of ground from gaming sites, is Dark Souls, the spiritual successor to Demon Souls on the PS3. So,
Ergo, the spiritual successor to one of the hardest games of all time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Still not as hard as Battletoads.
No. I would still consider it hard as Battletoads.
Okay, it's hard ass. There we go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I mean, if you played a retro game like Battletoads and it constantly rapes you, yeah, this will be your type of game. Demon
Yeah,
Souls,
don't play it.
it was pretty dark for a dark fantasy. I mean, I haven't played it a whole lot, but I really did like the direction of where it was going in terms of what you had to do to get through all those places and the challenges that you were presented with, because if once you go up against those challenges, there's a good probability that you'll just get spanked by the enemies, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And Dark Souls, it looks like it's tipping up the scale by a huge notch, because if you take a look at some of the enemies from the beginning material, you're like, what the hell is this?
They cracked it up to 11 and went past and got even further to 12.
We cracked it up to 11.
People.
Quote, Spinal Tank or Spinal Tap.
People. So in other words, people who are listening, they took one of the hardest games and made it harder.
Oh, no kidding.
And everyone who's buying it is
blown.
And everyone who's buying it is a giant masochist.
Oh boy.
God.
I mean, if you Demon Souls and Dark Souls, in my opinion, pretty much make Ninja Gaiden look like mini ninjas from IDOS.
That's still a hard game.
It's still a hard game, but when you take a look at Demon Souls and Dark Souls, they're just, oh my gosh, they're gonna make you weep in tears.
Yeah, unless we put Rai Hayabusa and Demon Souls, it's like, yeah, now I'm gonna kick some ass because I get ninja reflex.
Yeah.
And then he gets killed by a random dragon that flies through the wall or something. That's the thing with the Dark Souls and Demon Souls, in my opinion. Unless you're actually having full online play, which you can read the blood notes or something, I suppose they're called, from other players, you are, and excuse me for swearing here, but you are going to get severely raped. And raped. And raped.
Raped to the T. We couldn't even agree more.
Yeah.
But I haven't even tried Dark Souls yet, but I do intend to try it out. I mean, I do want to pick up Demon Souls again because I was, since I'm out of a job at this moment, I've been kind of having to, be frugal with my cash. But if I do get a job sometime soon, hopefully I can pick it up again. And I also do want to try Dark Souls. I mean, of course, I'm always up for a challenge, but I just got to see for myself how big the challenges are for the for this game.
And as I said, people to buy it. It was just giant masochist. I guess I'm myself and one because I'm gonna buy it myself because I need to see. I need to get the experience for myself.
Yeah, but you said that it'll probably be something you ought to wait till November or this Christmas time, right?
Nope, it's out. I can buy it now if I want.
Oh, I thought it wasn't released in Europe, or is
Yes,
it?
it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Out.
I thought it wasn't released in Europe yet.
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. But
So
anyway,
in other words, everyone can go out and enjoy their pain.
but
Hooray!
yeah, everyone else can enjoy their pain, and the game has been getting some really rave reviews. And I definitely think it's something that people who are looking for a challenge should definitely pick up today. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if you want to feel pain, buy it.
If you want to feel pain, this game is right up your alley.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's like old school gaming all over again. Hooray!
You were kind of quiet, Omega. Did you not have anything to say about Demon Souls or Dark Souls?
Well, I can't really say much because I haven't played it. So, but I'll just while you were talking about it, I'm watching an IGN review of the game. I'm ignoring the voiceover, of course. I'm just watching the
do
gameplay of it, and it's kind of making me feel like I don't know. I do like the idea of tough games. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I seriously don't know. I would give it a go. I would rent it or borrow it off a mate, but owning it might equal a snap disc.
Yeah, you're pretty much gonna probably break a controller if you die.
I mean, unless you get anger, man. Unless you can control anger, I don't think you should buy it.
Well,
No.
I'd say at least give it a rental first.
Yeah. Well, if you can't
Yeah.
rent it.
But
If you can't rent it.
Yeah, since Dark Souls is out on the 360 as well, since Demon Souls is only a PS3 exclusive, for Dark Souls, since on 360, give it a rent, Omega.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
If you can't rent it, of course. Here in Sweden, it's impossible to rent because we don't have any.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kinda sad.
Yes.
But other than that, go pick up Dark Souls.
I seriously take your word for it. I would honestly guarantee you'll like it if you're more or less a masochist player, like the ones who play Contra and all these tough games.
Battletoads.
Battletoads, the Gaiden,
And Super Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghost and Goblin.
Yeah.
either of them.
Any of them difficult games, I would say give Dark Souls a go. I mean, I would, but I don't know because I'm really, really, really broke for money. As I said in the introduction, I'm getting a Forza 4 limited edition, so yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, like we said, guys, go pick up today if you're up for a challenge. But anyway, it's time for us to get to our favorite segment, which is the execution. How about it, guys?
The execution.
Time to act some games.
It's time to act some games.
Decapitation!
And this one is suggested by Omega Mario, and we are going to rip into TMNT Reshell.
Turtle time, Reshell, cowabunga!
No!
Cowabunga!
Yes. Because now it's Double R's turn to feel the pain.
Why did Ubisoft have to ruin such a good game?
You mad?
Oh, well, do
Because they hate you? I don't know.
you know what? Kyle, how do you
Okay.
feel? Because I felt that pain in episode 1. Ooh,
And so did I in episode 2.
And I haven't felt it. And I haven't felt it yet.
You're gonna do
So-
next
You're gonna.
episode.
You're gonna.
Oh, we
no, we're
already
not.
planned the game
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
but anyway,
Oh really?
yes, we have.
I wanna
We'll
see
talk
it.
about it later. But Reshell, guys, this has got to be one of the worst remakes I have ever played in my entire life. I love Turtles in Time on the Super Nintendo. I definitely think it is probably the most superior game out of all the versions of Turtles in Time that has ever existed, even the original arcade game. But this game,
They're saying something.
yeah, but this game, Reshelled, it's a remake of the arcade game, and as much as I like the arcade game, the remake is a piece of crap. You want to know why? Because it doesn't feel like a beat 'em up. The hit detection is awful. The character designs are just ridiculous, and it's just. And even the lighting is bad. And most of the moves that you liked from the original Turtles in Time and the Super Nintendo game, they're completely thrown out of this game. It's like they took the things from the original game and then the Super Nintendo game, and they just threw them out the window and hit the chopping block.
Hey, question.
Yo,
How's the music?
it's not Turtles in Time.
It is not.
Ass.
Shut up, Carlio.
Yeah, Carlio.
I'm just laughing.
Shut your mouth.
Nope.
Shut up, Carlio.
I'm talking right
Nope.
now. I'm letting out all my anger about this game because I have just completely offended by how atrocious this game is. I mean, if you see my review, then go on you check it out right now because it is just completely. I mean, this game is just. It doesn't exist in my book. I mean, why would they take something that is so awesome and just make it into a mockery of a remake? I mean, that's not how remakes are supposed to be. They're supposed to be handled with respect, and that's the one thing that this game lacks is respect. Oh, and the voicing? Well, there are some voice actors that I do like, that were from the 2003 show, but this, it just sounds way, way too subtle. Oh my god, and I'm afraid that Double Dragon 2 is going to be meeting the same fate with Double Dragon 2, what is it called?
Repunch.
Don't ask me, I can't remember the subtitle of that game. I really
starts
can't.
off with a or something.
Repunch!
Or Repunched or whatever. But yes, Double Dragon 2 is about to meet the same fate. But yes, I do not recommend Reshell to anybody. And besides, it's not on the PSN anymore, so consider yourselves lucky for those who haven't even played it. But for everybody else, just stay away, please.
My brother used my Microsoft points and bought it for me as a joke.
Oh, did you punch him?
Heck, yeah. I did.
Right.
I even told him to give me my money back. I went, right, you bought Turtles in Time Reshelled. Give me my money in Microsoft points. Come on, cough it up. And I did. I went, thank you. So I've got Turtles in Time Reshelled. I don't play it. If I did, then I would have to break a controller. But I got my money back from it.
Did you or TheBadGamer, did you or Carlio Reshelled?
No, because
the demo.
I knew. No, because I knew it would suck. I'm sorry. It's. I like for what little I played of the Super Nintendo version, I liked, and the moment I saw that this was getting a remake, I figured this is not going good. It doesn't look anything as so far what I can see. It doesn't seem to be played as the original. Most because so. No matter what I say, I don't think it would top what you have said now, Double R. So.
Also, can I add something here? Right?
Sure.
The Super Nintendo version on I can't remember what level it is, but it's the one where you got Krang on the highway.
Oh, Neon Knight Riders.
Neon Knight Riders, yeah. That was Mode 7 on the Super Nintendo. Reshelled? Forget Mode 7. We just go back to 2D.
Well, the arcade version didn't have Mode 7 either, so.
I know, but I would have liked it if there was a 3D version like the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Carlio, did you play it?
I played a trial, and I can't remember what I think of it, so I'm just going to assume it sucked.
Oh, it did. But anyway, to conclude the execution, guys, I think we all agree. Reshelled needs to fade from existence. So, Turtles in Time Reshelled, you get axed.
Finish him!
Decapitation!
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
As the AVGN said, and I can't say it because it actually contains 2 swear words.
Cowabunga. Cow a frickin' piece of dog crap.
or you can rephrase it like that, whatever.
But,
Excuse me, RPG, but you know what? That sounded you just sounded like a wuss.
I know. Sue me. No.
Oh,
But
I
anyway,
will.
guys, it's time for us to move to our last segment, and that is the VG Playground. It's time to get happy, y'all!
The video game playground.
Yay!
Let's go playing!
Yay.
Happy, 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 happy gamers. There.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy,
Right.
joy.
Cut that out because I don't really want that.
Let's see, who
You?
wants to start first? Let's see. BadGamer, what have you been playing?
Well, as I stated before, I've been finally playing some Castlevania Harmony of this. Oh my god, that game is good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I'm envious of you, because I don't have the money to buy it yet.
yeah, but when you do buy it, because it's fun. Although it's the only problem I have with it is, of course, with no leveling up, and so all enemies are to the same, are to scale. So no matter, the problem is that if you have a hard time with a certain boss, you either have to switch to a new character, maybe someone you're not used to play, or just try until you beat him.
Uh-huh.
But it's not so hard. If you have played against those bosses before, you know more or less how they work. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's really good. I played some both single player and co-op, and it's fun on both ends. So,
You definitely give your 2 thumbs up?
oh yeah, and even more if I could. And I've also played more Monster Hunter, but why should I stop?
You should be playing God Hand on the PS3 with the PS2 classics.
Oh yeah, I do that. I've done that also. And for me, I played like 20 minutes because I just want to see how it felt. It's a bit awkward, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Of how it feels like I'm playing a Resident Evil 4 beat 'em up. Most because of how you move, how G moves in that game. It's a bit awkward, but
You can give enemies a good spanking with the God Hand.
I just punched them
Spank,
into the
spank,
oblivion.
spank, 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 spank.
But so far, I can see why people like it, and I have some fun with it for what I played. And I gotta admit, it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
Not Ninja Gaiden hard, but it's had some cheap moments I found.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I give that also I give that a thumbs up. Not 2, but a thumbs up.
All right. Okay, I'll go next. What I've been playing is I kind of went back to the beginning of a franchise, and I've started playing the first Kingdom Hearts once more.
Ah.
Yes,
Nice.
because I don't mind spilling the beans. That is the next Let's Play I'm doing after Tales of Symphonia.
Ah,
Which I would
sweet.
gladly watch because I love Kingdom Hearts, and I can go, oh, you missed out that part. Oh, you missed out that part.
But yeah, I'm not going to be missing out on a lot of parts with Kingdom Hearts 1 because I have been through most of the all the side questing, believe it or not. So I should be able to
So,
cover everything.
We'll do.
I will be getting on talking about the boss fights in Birth by Sleep. You know, the ones that I missed out on, the secret ones.
Oh, what? You really are?
Yeah, I'm going to.
That's
well, once
cool.
I've had more hands-on with the game, so that way I can figure out how to grind the characters even further and how to work with the spells and the abilities and the decks and all that, how to get better ones and such. I'm still trying to learn that. That process is kind of confusing.
Tell you what sucks is the arena doesn't have infrastructure mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to play online with other people in infrastructure mode.
Because my Ven could help you perfectly.
Oh, yes. And then we could get ultimate weapons at round 14 or whatever.
I'm pretty good with Terra, actually, even though he's the sort of tank, but I kind of like...
Yeah, he's the tank character, while Ven is more of the ninja character, and while Aqua's more of the magician.
Which
Yeah, but
apparently
I
is
can-
overpowered according to everyone because she has such good magic.
Yeah. Okay, Carlio, what have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing some Kingdom Hearts Recoded, mainly defeating the all of the Olympic Coliseum, and I want to say this: I'm kind of disappointed that what's his face, Sephiroth didn't like make an appearance in there, but instead of the final boss is Ice Titan. But you know, you get what you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, Ice Titan is way too easy for boss. Really, I was like level 70 at that point, and he was like, no, he was no big deal at all. Seriously. Secondly,
I felt that the enemies in the DS games were kind of lackluster. I think it was because it didn't have the stylish action from Kingdom Hearts 2, but I can't understand why they couldn't even do that a lot because of the limitations from the handheld games.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still a slimmed down version of Birth by Sleep, but it's still fun. I mean, it doesn't.
But it looks like that Dream Drop Distance is going to recapture the scale of the flashiness again.
Oh
it's
yeah.
going to, once again, it's going to be Birth by Sleep on drugs, and we all know that.
I love when it's flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, that was the reason I got into Kingdom Hearts in the first place. Secondly, I've been playing some of the Battlefield 3 beta, and still.
Oh, how's that coming along?
Oh yeah, it was fun. All our game of ours were glitched, where apparently all of our levels were set to 1 or 0 rather. And then we just quit that game, and then we came back, and then all our powers were back again. But you know, still, there's still a lot of glitches, and considering it's being released in like October 26th for you guys, October 28th for us, they need to hurry up and fix those glitches badly. But it's still fun, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of fun. Thirdly, I've been playing. Thirdly, from Thursday, because my friend told me that, hey, by the way, Borderlands is the full package of Borderlands is in $20 on PSN, and in Swedish kroners, that's a heck of a deal.
Yeah, that is.
So you picked up Borderlands.
Yup. Borderlands on PSN. It was a big download, but it's fun.
Oh yes, it's fun when you have people to play with you.
I'm playing with my friend. We had some hard times with one of the bosses, but it's fun. You know, it's shooting everything up. You know, driving around in crazy cars. With the cars, by the way, have pretty shitty controls, but they're still fun. It's a good game. It's a good game. I give it a thumbs up. Not 2 thumbs up once again, but a thumbs up. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Omega, you next.
Well, seeing as Forza Motorsport 4 is out next week, or when this podcast is up on YouTube, it'll be already out.
I'll try to get it up either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be out on the 14th for me. I've been playing some Forza Motorsport 3. Surprisingly, the disc actually works still, after I thought half the disc was messed up.
Where are the Porsches in 4?
Don't get me started, Double R. Don't get me started.
I'm just pulling your leg.
Nah, that's alright. I'm not going to swear, because so far my swear count for the podcast is 0, so yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Not yet, it will.
I have 3.
No, I'm just going to say stuff you, EA.
Screw you, EA.
I've been also playing, because I want to get my top 20 Sonic levels video in the works. I've been playing my copies of Sonic Heroes and Adventure 2 Battle, so I can get to the levels to capture the footage for.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of
Good to see that you still have some of the Dreamcast and modern era of Sonic still in you, or in your blood right now.
Yeah.
About that.
I still can't believe though that they used Sonic Adventure 2 Battle in the Dreamcast era trailer.
Mm-hmm.
No, they seriously did. If you watch the game, if you watch the trailer on YouTube or on your Xbox, ironically enough, on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, you see City Escape. Look at the B button. It's GameCubes.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
Look at Sonic Heroes. It's GameCubes.
That's not cool.
Not cool at all.
If you watch it on the Xbox, Sega's trolling Xbox.
Yep, better watch yourselves, Xbox play slaves and weetards. Oh, no, weetards don't count.
No, because that would mean that we are.
Yeah, so Sega that day must have had the GameCube out.
I guess. Anything else?
I'm just trying to think what I've also been playing. I've been on. Hold on. I've been playing more of Gears of War 3. Trying to do it on hardcore now. Stuff insane.
I see.
Stuff insane mode. I'll do that for like a final achievement, so that I can sit there and shout loud in my voice. Yes, I've done Gears of War 3 on insane. I'm a bad person and I rock, and I got 1,000 gamer score from doing that. Yes. But that's what I'm doing.
Bad? Omega. Are you a bad enough dude?
What, to do it on insane? Not yet. To do it on insane, I have to be insane in the membrane.
Pretty cool. So, how much more of Gears of War 3 are you going to be playing? Or are you almost finally done with it?
Well, I've just restarted the campaign, really, because I've been playing some King of the Hill matches online.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I just had to ask. But anyway, guys, I think that will go ahead and that will conclude this episode of the 4DS Audio Podcast. So, anyway, gamers, we all hope that you enjoyed this episode, and to sign off, we have...
Curlio!
TheBadGamer!
And I am Omega Mario.
And I am your host, Double RPG. Did you guys have any plugs before we go? Because I don't.
I don't have any.
See, my what's it called? Kingdom Hearts Recoded review will be up soon. And almost finished with it. Almost finished with the gameplay now.
Okay.
I was just going to say, feel free to come by onto my YouTube channel anytime.
Yeah, feel free to come on mine anytime, too. I'm always uploading anything every day.
Yup.
Okay, gamers, we all want to say thank you very much for listening to this episode, and we shall see you next week. Take care of yourselves, gamers, and we'll see you then.
See ya.
Goodbye and good gaming.
God bless and happy gaming.
Have fun.
Until we meet again, gamers. Alright, we will see you next week.
Bye!
See ya.
Goodbye. There's a sorry sound.